Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach Iconic, and today we'll be recapping season 4, episode 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Be sure to like, subscribe, and to turn on the notification bell because I'll be reviewing every single episode of UK season 4. And if you have not seen my episode 1 review, be sure to go check that out because the season premiere was doing the damn thing. So last week the girls had to turn 2 different looks and just may end up going home, and Black Pepper won the whole challenge. For this week, the queens are splitting into 2 groups and they're starring in the Glastonbury Festival, which is where they have to get a girl group performance together. So they're doing the girl group challenge really early this season. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. By the end of this episode, we will be able to tell. Since Black Pepper won last week's challenge and Dakota was the one who survived the lip sync for your life, they are both the team captains of the week. Peppa picks her team and she picks Baby, Sminty, Jombers, Blonde, and Starlet. Dakota picks the team of Danny Beard, LaFille, Cheddar Gorgeous, Pixie Polite, and Copper Top. Now, since Copper Top was the last pick, she got to pick what team she wanted to be on, and she ended up going with Dakota's team because she viewed that she would be able to fit in more with that team, and it ends up going in her favor. So after the teams are decided, the girls go into their own corners and they're able to listen to the song and everything, and they also come up with their names. For Dakota's team, Danny Beard comes up with the name Queen of the Bone Age, and for Peppa's team, they come up with the name Triple Threat. At first, you think the team that Peppa puts together is the all-star team because everybody has different elements that are going to be helpful towards making the whole performance really good. But as it turns out, this backfires on them because it seems as if a lot of the team's weak points was what stuck out the most. Dakota's team has a lot of attributes that they can use to their advantage. Like for instance, Pixie Polite is in a girl group with Tia Coffee. So a big focal point of this episode is that Pixie really wants to win. Another focus of this episode is that Baby has her own degree in songwriting, and that actually ends up being very helpful towards her team. Kathy Dennis does come in to help the girls with their songwriting, and for Black Pepper's team, they do pretty good actually whenever they're going over their lyrics. It's more of Dakota's team to where Kathy is like, what the hell are y'all talking about? And it was actually really funny to go through everybody's lyrics. And was it Pixie? Yeah, Pixie has this lyric about her thighs and Kathy was like, shook. So now both teams have to go record their verses, and the first team is Dakota's team. LaFille, Copper, Danny, and Pixie all do good during the recording session. Dakota does struggle a little bit, but she eventually gets it. And Cheddar sings, quote unquote. I didn't know that was singing. It really caught me off guard, but Cheddar actually ends up sounding the best low-key on this verse because her voice sounds so strong in the final product. I was like, okay, Miss Ma'am. After Dakota, Team Baby comes in and they do their recording session. And this is where we actually see this team shine because everybody does a good job except Starlet. Starlet blew my mind. So once they get all the recording done with, then they have to come up with their own choreo. Now, whenever the queens have to do their own choreography, it's always the recipe for the perfect disaster. But this episode was actually not that bad. There have been way worse rehearsals. Team Dakota does come in, and since LaFille has the most dance experience, she takes on the lead, and they actually do really good throughout the entire rehearsal. Danny is not that much of a dancer, but Danny ends up picking it up and they have a really nice practice, which is surprising. Like, y'all are supposed to fight. Once Team Peppa comes in, Baby ends up taking the lead and they have a very cohesive rehearsal. And I just realized, I think I've been saying Team Baby instead of Team Peppa because Baby took over the recording, she took over the songwriting, she took over the dance rehearsals. Like, she really brought the team together. Once we get back into the workroom, Dakota has a mirror moment where she talks about her identical twin, and they are a very pretty set of twins. Like, y'all are gorgeous. Y'all are some of the prettiest sets of twins I have ever seen. And Dakota opens up about how they were bullied together, and Dakota talks about her coming out stories, as coming out as gay, then coming out as a drag queen, then coming out as trans. And I can just imagine how that is of somebody's spirit to keep on having to explain yourself in a way to people around you and to not feel accepted. So Dakota, she's fierce. Okay, she is fierce and she is a very strong person, I could tell. So we finally make it to the runway and RuPaul comes out looking absolutely gorgeous. This is one of my favorite things that she has worn this year. I love the color on her and I love the hair. RuPaul looks stunning this week. So the first performance is Team Triple Threat, which is Team Peppa. And when I tell you I was shocked, gooped, gagged, and a little bit offended. Let's start with Starlet. Now Starlet. Now Starlet. Starlet, what was that? If I was Baby, I would have cussed you straight out. Speaking of Baby, she looks exceptional and the lyrics were on point. Her dancing was on point. Baby was the star of the whole week. I think she did the best out of everybody who performed, even better than the people in the other group, even though they ended up winning. But Baby, she was the star of this episode. Like, she did everything right. Sminty gets on stage and drops her own words. How do you drop your own words? And then Jombers, it just was not there. Now, Black Peppa, this is her team. She was picked to be the team captain. So her being last, that was already a lot of pressure. The hair does end up getting in her face, but still, this whole performance, this whole team, I was gooped, I was gagged. And yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. Dakota's team performs next, Queen of the Bone Age, and they do really good. Their looks are cohesive. Dakota does a good job. She has some pretty nice lyrics. LaPhil brings you that energy, like LaPhil was going in. However, Shitter Gorgeous was my favorite of this bunch because she sounded so damn good. Like, she fit right into the track. Danny does a good job too. Danny in this look is giving me, I'm alive by the skin of my teeth. Copper was putting in that work, and same thing with Pixie. Pixie was really hungry to win this episode in order to prove that she could win the girl group challenge. So this team seemed like they were way hungrier. So the theme for the runway tonight is Neon Nights, and the first look we have is Starlet. Starlet is of course a serve. This is gorgeous. The shape of this is amazing. The color, the fur, the way everything is just emphasized. She just looks like a sleep paralysis demon that tastes like a Laffy Taffy. Girl, I'm living for it. Starlet turns looks, okay? Next up we have Jombers Blonde, and I love the coat of this. However, the whole look together is a swerve. But Jumper seems like she has some better looks in store for us this season. Next up we have Baby, and this look is a serve. I love it. I love all the extra details. I love all the rhinestones. I love the big hair. I love every element of this. Like, sometimes more is okay, and Baby shows us this in this outfit. So this look is a serve for me. I think she looks gorgeous. After Baby, we have Sminty, and this look is a swerve because I don't know where the clothes went. Sminty is gorgeous. She can wear anything and make it look really good. So, girl, just wear whatever you want at this point. Just make sure it actually has fabric. Make sure it actually has fabric. Like, somebody with your body, you can wear whatever. Black Peppa is the next queen to walk the runway, and this is a serve because Black Peppa looks amazing. This big hair and this gigantic hat is giving. Copper Top is the next queen. The color palette of this is a little bit wild. It is going to be a swerve. Danny Beard is the next queen to come out, and this look is a serve. I love the way this neon green goes with this black, and this wig that she has on is everything. However, we are going to have to do a different face. Danny does a good job at giving you body, giving you shape. Next, we have Shitter Gorgeous, and I love this look. It reminds me of Evie's look a little bit. Also, you know, Willow had her own mushroom look, and this look is a serve. I think she looks very colorful, very pretty, and just the way she looks so statuesque, it makes it more regal. Dakota is next, and this is a serve. Dakota looks so damn good this week. I love this. I am obsessed. The puffer jacket with the long dress and these two different shades of green. Like, Dakota is serving it this week on the runway. Oh, we love to see it. We love to see it. LaPhil showed out this week. This mug, this hair, this outfit. She looks so damn good. LaPhil looks stunning. It's a serve. Oh, she did this. LaPhil, you knew what the hell was going on, okay? The final queen to come out is Pixie Polite, and when I tell you I go up for this look, like, this is stunning. This is stunning. The hair, the outfit, you know that's right. You know that's right. You know exactly what you're doing. Pixie, this is a serve. Queens of the Bone Age do win the challenge, of course, and they all win a repeater badge. So that's 6 repeater badges that RuPaul gives out this episode. And I'm like, damn, I want one. I want one. We could have gave out 7 at this point. We could have gave one to Baby. So Team Triple Threat is up for elimination. The first queen they critiqued is Starlet. So FKA Twigs tells Scarlet that even though she's reserved, she can still harness that bite and remain enticing during her performances, because this performance just did not go anywhere for me. Also, Michelle tells Starlet that it looked like she was stricken with fear, and Graham tells her that she looked gorgeous, but he didn't see any joy on her face, and I agree with these critiques. Jomber's Blonde is next, and Graham Norton critiques her on the fact that there were so many lyrics, and yeah, girl, you kind of messed up. If I were you, I would have done a quick 1, 2, 3 ABC and kept it going. But FKA Twigs and Michelle tells Jombers that they enjoyed the outfit and that they like it. It's just that the judges feel as if Jombers is yet to arrive to the competition, and maybe she just needs another week or two. I definitely feel like Jombers has a lot of potential in her, and when we get to this lip sync later on, we see that energy. Next up, we have Baby, our fallen soldier, who should have gotten a badge this week, but you know, it is what it is. Michelle calls her powerful and says that her look is super fun. Graham tells her that he is stuck on the details, but he like compliments the details in a way, but then he says that it's too much. I think it's amazing. If she wanted to do more, she could have done more. Okay, I think this look is incredible. FKA Twigs thought that Baby was an incredible performer, which is a big deal because one thing that is harped on throughout this episode is the fact that Baby loves FKA Twigs. So it's nice that Baby got to have that moment with her. Sminty is next, and to start off with the look, Graham does tell her that he wants her to experiment more. Rue does tell Sminty that Sminty seems like a performer, but Sminty actually is not. And I think that she has the potential to grow throughout this competition because this will not be the last performance challenge, I'm sure. Black Peppa is the final queen to be critiqued, and Michelle tells her that Black Peppa is amazing entertainment, but just don't do all the things. FKA Twigs does tell Black Peppa that she seemed more confident in the challenge than she did on the runway. And I don't know, I thought Black Peppa did really good all around, but I'm kind of biased because she's my favorite queen. So Starlet and Jombers are in the bottom, and they lip sync to the song About You Now. And Jombers does turn it out. Like, Jombers was lip syncing for her life. She was giving energy. Jombers does end up having a better performance, so Starlet sachets away. And it's a very sad exit. Like, she just dipped. She dipped. She didn't stop and hug nobody. She didn't stop at the end of the stage and do a little whoop-de-whoop. No, she left. And I can see why she was upset, but still, at the end of the day, you were on RuPaul's Drag Race season 4. Like, that is insane. That is incredible. And hopefully we get to see her looks on Instagram because she was bringing fashion. Like, those episode 1 looks, wild, forever wild. So even though she was not there for a long time, she did leave a little bit of a legacy. So congratulations to Starlet. So let me know in the comments what you think about this episode. Who are you rooting for so far in the season? And next week is the design challenge. So it's chaos. It's beautiful chaos. I cannot wait to see it. Also, they're in Paris too, so that's even more chaos. So be sure to check in next week. Make sure that you are subscribed and that the notification bell is on. So thank you so much for watching once again. I will see you in the next one.